Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to explore India rising the silent superpower shaping global futures. This is a subject that deserves deep attention because India is no longer just a developing country. It is becoming one of the key players on the global stage, and the transformation that is happening is extraordinary. So let us look at this journey layer by layer. Understand how India is presenting itself to the world. When we think about the outside impression of India, what the world sees first is its external growth, its infrastructure, its global diplomacy, and the image it is projecting in front of other nations. The first thing that catches attention is the skyline of Indian cities, which are no longer only traditional but filled with tall buildings, metro networks, bullet train projects, and modern airports. This new look is showing the world that India is ready for the future and is investing heavily to match global standards. This external appearance is not only physical but also diplomatic. India is present in global sum. It is taking leadership roles in groups like the G20 and is forming partnerships across continents. The perception from the outside is no longer of a struggling nation, but of a rising power that is confident and ambitious. And this polished exterior is what is drawing more attention from investors, allies, and even competitors who realize that India is moving forward at a fast pace now. When we step inside, we see a much deeper story. The real strength of India lies within its people and its culture. The interior of India is rich, complex, and powerful because of its diversity and youthful energy. A country with over 1 billion people, where more than half of them are under the age of 35, becomes a natural powerhouse of talent and creativity. Inside the nation, there is an ecosystem of startups, engineers, software developers, scientists, and entrepreneurs who are reshaping industries from information technology to biotechnology to artificial intelligence. The interior of India is also deeply rooted in tradition and values, which gives it resilience in times of global instability. Unlike many nations that struggle with cultural identity, India embraces its diversity and uses it as a strength. The democratic system gives people a voice, and the digital transformation happening across villages and cities connects millions together through mobile internet and digital payment systems. The interior is like the engine of a powerful machine. It is what keeps India running and innovating while preparing for an even stronger future. The performance of India today is not just impressive, it is record-breaking. The economy is one of the fastest growing in the world, consistently overtaking others in terms of growth rate and stability. India has become a preferred destination for global companies to invest in because of its large market and skilled workforce in the field of space exploration. India has stunned the world by landing its Chandrayaan-3 mission on the lunar South Pole, a feat that only a handful of nations have achieved before. In defense, India has become a top importer and also a growing manufacturer of advanced systems in renewable energy. It is setting global examples with massive investments in solar and wind power. Performance is also visible in education, where Indian institutions are producing world-class engineers, doctors, and scientists who are contributing globally. This performance shows that India is not simply promising, it is delivering, and the pace of this performance is making it one of the most reliable engines of global progress. Safety is another critical aspect that supports India as it rises on the world stage. The safety features of a nation are like the stability mechanisms in a machine. India is built on a democratic foundation where institutions like the judiciary and the constitution provide long-term stability to governance. The presence of an independent press and active civil society adds further safeguards that protect freedoms. At the same time, India has developed one of the strongest military forces in the world, capable of defending its borders and deterring threats through both conventional and nuclear strength. Partnerships with other nations through defense agreements and joint exercises enhance its safety net. And on the economic side, policies like Make in India and self-reliance reduce dependence on external factors, ensuring that shocks in global supply chains or international conflicts do not destabilize the country. These safety Features provide confidence not only to its citizens, but also to investors and partners that India is a secure place to grow and thrive. What makes India stand apart are its unique selling points, and they are many. First is the demographic dividend. India has the youngest workforce among major economies, and this is a game changer. Second is the ability to merge tradition with technology. India creates solutions that are both deeply local and globally scalable. An example is the universal payment interface, which has made digital transactions seamless and is being studied by other countries. Third is the geopolitical position. India sits at a location that bridges Asia, the Middle East, and the Indian Ocean, giving it a natural advantage in trade, defense, and diplomacy. Fourth, India combines soft power like culture, yoga, cinema, and philosophy with hard power like defense and economy. This combination is rare and powerful. Finally, the resilience of the Indian people is unmatched. Even in the face of challenges, they continue to adapt and innovate, and this makes India not only rise, but rise silently with strength. Of course, such a rise comes at a price. The price is not in currency alone, but in the sacrifices the country has to make. Rapid urbanization creates pressure on housing, transportation, and the environment. Inequality still exists between urban and rural areas. Climate change is a real challenge as India balances development with sustainability and the need for reforms in education, healthcare, and infrastructure requires heavy investment, but these costs are like the price of building a skyscraper. Once the foundation is strong, the entire structure stands tall, and the returns from this investment are far greater than the price paid. The progress in renewable energy, reforms in taxation, the expansion of highways and airports, and the modernization of industries all require upfront cost. But they are building a nation that will lead for generations to come. As we bring all of this together, the picture becomes clear. India rising, the silent superpower, shaping global futures, is not just a phrase, it is a reality. The outside image is modern and ambitious, the inside is strong and dynamic. The performance is fast and reliable, the safety features ensure stability, the unique points make India stand out from the rest. The price being paid is heavy but necessary, and the conclusion is simple. India is not just rising, it is reshaping the way the world looks at power, progress, and potential. This is the silent revolution that is turning into a loud impact across continents. India is setting an example of how tradition, democracy, technology, and resilience can combine to shape a future that is global, stable, and full of opportunities. Thank you for being here today and experiencing this journey together. Stay connected for more powerful explorations of stories that shape our world.